Family, if you choose a woman based on her looks and the way her body is sitting on her and what she does in the bedroom, you're going to end up in a bad situation. Because a lot of men have picked wrong, myself included, and we'll get to a point with that woman when the things that we hold important, right? We're struggling back and forth with this woman now because we didn't pick her based off her personality. We didn't pick her based off the fact that she's open-minded, perhaps, right? That she's spiritual, perhaps. That she has respect, perhaps. We picked her off of what she looked like, what everybody else thought about her, right? What her body parts look like, what she feel like in the bedroom. And all that's cool because those things are important. Let's keep it a bean. Because people will try to tell you, oh, that's not important, what she looked like, what her body looked like, what the sex is. No. That's very, very important. Let's be clear about that. They're not the most important. And because we're visual creatures, that's the first thing we see. We see who we would like to be intimate with. That's first off what we see. Fellas, we're not going to talk to a girl if we would not have sex with the girl. That's not what we do. The problem is because it's the first thing that we think about, the first thing that we see, we then put that on the top of the list of requirements. And that's not what it is, because what ends up happening then is you guys are arguing about punctuality. You're arguing about respect. You're arguing about being dishonest or honest. You're arguing about keeping in touch with people from the past and not keeping in touch with people from the past. You're arguing about what she's wearing when she goes out. She's arguing with you about how late you stay out. None of those things have anything to do with what y'all do in the bedroom, with how attractive you are, with how attractive she is, right? So we have a duty as men to start choosing these women correctly. We can't always come on here complaining about what she don't do, what she ain't got, who she allow around her, the kids, all that. Bro, she had kids when you met her. She didn't have the kids after you met her. She was 3.5 kids in. But she was looking at the wrong thing. See, she was disrespectful on the phone with her mom, with her aunties, with her little friends. When you met her, it just didn't bother you that much. She was kind of on your top about what time you was coming in way back then. But it didn't bother you that much because you was still worried about what she was doing in the bedroom. Nah, she do that thing in the bedroom, bro. I ain't worried about her bickering at me at 2:30 in the morning. But at some point, bro, those things become very, very important. So when we're choosing a woman, fellas, we got to have some real in-depth conversations. And we got to be aware and pay attention. Bro, you been dating this girl 3 months. You ain't been to her house one time. She come to your house all the time. That's cool, but is she clean? Huh? Do she make up her bed in the morning? Do she take out the trash all the time? Do she do the dishes before she go to bed at night? Because, bro, those are the things that's going to bother you if y'all live together. Do her kids stay up all night? Are they bad? Are they too loud? Do they curse? Do they have respect? Because if you get with this woman on a deep level, you are then going to be stepdaddy. So we got to check those things out. How does she resolve conflicts? If every time y'all in public, she ready to smack the shit out of the cashier or drop one of them white women on their head in a department store, bro, that's going to become a problem. So did you get to know her well enough? Have y'all been in public enough? What is it like on the holidays when the baby dad call about getting the kids, huh? Does she have a baby dad who comes to the crib on Christmas to wrap and unwrap gifts? Because we know that goes down. Sometimes he stays the night. Huh? But you met her in July. You ain't been through a Christmas with her yet. It's hard you got to ask them questions, right? We got to get to know these women and we have to choose them for the right reasons. Are you honest? What's your spirituality like? What are your money habits? How do you feel about parents? How do you feel about parents being in our business? How do you feel about the kids staying over at other people's houses? How you feel about spending money on shoes? What's too much? What's not enough? How you feel about getting new cars every 2 years? Or do you just want to keep the same car for 10 years? See, fellas, there's so many things that come into play when you're in a relationship with these women that can make or break the relationship. If we don't pay attention to these things, if we don't talk to these women, we can't then complain about them and say, oh, nah, bro, it's this thing up in the air. This thing about to go up in smoke. Bro, you chose her. She didn't force you into this relationship. And I ain't saying none of these women perfect, bro. But you and I both know if we look back on the last 10 women you dealt with, bro, you were in the driver's seat as far as the choice. We ignored a lot of things because we like other things. What we have to do as grown men, we have to do the same thing we would have to do with buying a house, choosing a career, choosing to work overtime. We have to make the right decisions. And then if we make the wrong decisions, we have to learn how to deal with them and navigate through them. But we can't blame everyone else. Oh, it's her sister, yo, you don't understand. Yo, it's her mom, yo, you don't understand. Yo, her kids is bad as... Yeah, but bro, if you just would have spent a little bit of time at her crib, if you'd have went to her mama house just a little bit, you would have found this out. Hey, fellas, let me tell you something. Normally, drama and greatness show itself pretty early. You see somebody who's great, normally that show itself pretty early. Somebody that's drama show themselves pretty early. Spend a day with her, playboy, and tell her to answer the phone every time it rings. You're going to find out what type female she is. I promise you. Say, listen, babe, for the next 24 hours, answer every phone call on speaker. Huh? You're going to find out some things about her. But gentlemen, it is very, very important who we're laying up with and who we're staying up with. So when we choose incorrectly, we can end up in a lifetime of pain, going through it for years. We can get into situations with our own kids because of this woman. We now have new enemies perhaps because of this woman. So we do have a responsibility to vet them. We hear women talk about vetting women, about vetting men. But bro, we rarely talk about vetting women. And dog, we gotta do that. And we gotta hold each other accountable. And to take it a step further, if you know your man's is hooking up with something he ain't got no business, bro, you can't just keep saying, oh yeah, so how's the head, my boy? Man, she got a fatty. I know that thing crazy in the bit. Yeah, that's cool and all, but did you ask him the question? Hey, bro, did you find out what her credit score is? Bro, did you find out when's the last time that she, got baptized or went through some type of spiritual practice? Something out of the norm? Did you find out how she is when she's pregnant? See, as friends, we got to ask those questions to him because a lot of times we're blinded by the new smell. You know what I mean? You get a new car, you got that new car smell? Well, that happens with human beings too when we get into a relationship in the beginning. We're smelling all the new stuff. But as a friend, if you know your man's is caught up a little bit, ask him the questions. We got to hold each other accountable because guess what, bro? When he's going through it with her, he's going to need your help. So fellas, this is one of those things that's on us. And we talk a lot about controlling our own outcomes. Well, to control your outcome, playboy, you got to control your income. And when you bring someone into your life, you got to be sure that they're the right people you're bringing into your life. Let's take responsibility for what we're doing, who we're doing, and how we're doing.